Good morning, everybody. Well, the only device I haven't tried the mics on so far is the dreaded Samsung. I was actually watching some of the videos last night on how to get this thing working properly, and hopefully we got it. Again, I am going basically with no ShiftCam or anything because everything's in the car. So left it in the car last night. The gray one and the black one's in the car, so oh well. But I wanted to give this another try. Right now I do or do not. Can't tell if I have HDR10 on. I don't see it on the display. Hey, this is in the Pro. I tested like 4 different clips. HDR on. Look at that sky though. Wow. As you can tell, it's a little later than we normally get out. It is almost 7 o'clock. I don't know how this is going to overall come out. I tested it on her last night in a dark setting with the flashlight, and things kind of worked okay when I looked in when I imported it. So this is just your basic camera app, video app. I mean, of course, I've kind of passed. The sun is. Doesn't seem to want to auto adjust for the brightness of the sun. Oh, we're doing that, huh? Okay. All right, so we've turned HDR 10 plus off now. Again, still the basic video app. I'll just see if that was my overshoot in the past. The sky, honestly, I didn't see a ton of difference. Switching from this one to the Pro, though, was like, I don't know how to describe it. It seemed like it had more, it was a darker image, but I didn't record a lot, so. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day.
Hump day!
Thank you, Mr. Camel. Oh, I love that guy. God, that goes back so far. I had a broken ankle. That's 2014. It was the Geico commercial. Hump day! In fact, in order for that to even work, I had to create that wave file and slow it down, because otherwise it was just like, hump day. It was just too fast. God, I actually was trying green screen. I'm remembering that whole situation. I'm sitting there with a broken ankle, and I'm trying to learn different things and tricks. Boy, when you get to slow down and you can't move around so much, you still, you get to kind of learn. So, oh, well, last night, because Terry didn't sleep yesterday at all, so Princess slept on the recliner, I slept on the couch. Felt really good, actually. And of course, I had to wake up, Mother Nature called a couple times. It was 4 a.m. and Priya was still over with me, and after that, she finally got up and decided to go with Mommy. So, it was a good night's sleep. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm going to switch over to Pro app for a little bit, and then next time I get a chance to see the sun, I'm going to do a clip back-to-back with the iPhone. It will not have microphones on it, though. I technically can, because I do have the dongle with me for actual TRRS cable with the DeWalt dongle. I was testing that out to make sure it worked, because unfortunately with this whole charging issue, it's not going into the ShiftCam right. It's not lining up on the charger. I think that's the problem. I want to test that, so I'm going to actually put the... Seriously, dude? I'm going to mount it on top like I did with the Rode, which means I'm back to a wire, but it's the curly, squishy wire. I don't have audio chime anyway that it's recording on any of these devices. That's one oversight by DJI. The digital cable, I did try it from Rode, plugged it into the USB-C port and sent it in, and it does not connect. Doesn't even show that doesn't charge it, doesn't show that it's even there. Okay, so on the screen, here's what I'm going to say. Now, all right, back to what I was saying. Priya was doing her business. I didn't want to record that. So to me, with the Pro app, now HDR10 is off. The greens seem on the screen a little more vivid, which I kind of like. Now, I did turn my Evo down -3, like I have on the iPhone, so. The other thing is when you go into the menu and actually change the HDR10 Plus off on the main camera, it also changes it on the Pro. Unlike the Sony, where you have to literally go into each individual section and make changes. Come on, Priya. Come on. Let's cross. Come on. Come on, drooling Bassett. Obviously, having the ShiftCam would make this a little easier to hold, but I feel like this isn't too bad with the S23. I'm just hoping that it's not all wonky colors like last time. We're just going to leave the HDR10 off for right now, because I don't want to lose this whole vlog. This thing. And once we get back up into the playground, I'll get back into getting the sun. Actually, let me try the iPhone right here. I'm not going to talk much because I don't have mics hooked. Alright, so there's the iPhone. I'm just trying to get an idea of the sun coming through the tree there, but I'm going to do a direct hit of it and see if I'm correct that it kind of adjusts the light better. And we'll go front-facing camera. Better hit me. See, that just blows the background out so much on this thing. And of course, my hand's over the thing. I don't know. With being handheld, the front-facing camera is a nice feature. Okay, so with the Pro camera app, you can't swap back and forth. I think with the standard video app, you can go back and forth between, which automatically turned off HDR. If you did that, because HDR is not available in the front-facing camera. To the best of my knowledge. I could be wrong now. I believe before it was not, which always goofed me up when I would do that. It's going to be all digital zoom because it can't change lenses in Pro. Alright, yes. So with this, you can switch back and forth with the native camera app. I see, even on that, the greens behind me, at least on the screen, look pretty vivid. I'm not sure what my brightness is on my screen right now. Okay, we're going to get a good shot of the sun here. Let me stop the recording quick.
I'm unable to stop.
All right, so there is with the Samsung. And since I normally do a zoom in, there's 3x. So, there's the iPhone. And there's 3x. Is it any different? Is it just the lighting a little better on the iPhone? I always felt like it was in post. No, let me know. So you do have Pro Video in the front-facing camera, but you just can't switch back and forth between them like you can with the native. There's standard camera. So video, standard video selection. Oh, it's too many things there going on. But anyway, so just kind of curious. Does that look better than that? Sorry, I had to move a little bit because the dogs are dragging me. Person's coming with their puppy. This is another spot where Samsung's kind of personally screwing the pooch. You don't have your ability to zoom with the lenses. I wanted 3. There we go. That's an actual optical lens. With the Pro app, you can digitally zoom, but you can't optically zoom. I'm not gonna lie, that shot of Quasar looked absolutely crappy. Of course, this probably does too, because the whole background is now blown out. Now what did I do? There we go. I mean, I don't mind if I'm a little bit darker, but and it doesn't hold the background. This is kind of why I went away from using the front-facing camera on the iPhone too. Pretty blue sky. Right. And is the tree going out of focus on me? Is it focusing issues? Yeah, when I'm moving, the tree just kind of loses it. And out of focus. Use. That's not good. That's not good at all. Huh. If you're moving, it loses focus. Weird. Alright. We're beyond the halfway point of this walk. I need to get them moving because I need to get ready for work. And I was going to be a nice guy and stop for iced coffees this morning. I don't know. I might be able to, I might not. Feel like I need it though. So I noticed this yesterday. Got some groundwater seepage. I think. Hopefully it's not sewer. I don't smell anything. But that one, and then the one step down here, this happened a while back. Groundwater started seeping up through a couple of the steps. It's kind of crazy. It's selective. It misses a house, and then it does that one, and then nobody else. Okay, I unplugged it and plugged it back in. I think I lost audio there on that last clip. What I was saying is how fake blue this sky is. It is not that dark. It is totally over darkening it, and it's not keeping focus for crap when you go up in the sky. I know the iPhone kind of has that issue occasionally. Look at that. Oh, Samsung. That's more of a true blue color of the sky right now with the iPhone. Yeah. It's just much paler, but that's more realistic. Priya, you're funny. So, I've mentioned before she hates motorcycle covers. She avoids that thing by the plague. She tries to get as far away from it as she can. Come on, Priya. Come on! Priya, come on. Come on. You're past the motorcycle thingy. You don't need to be in someone's yard now. Alright, let me try something here. Because when I was watching that video, the one gentleman said multi-focus has an issue. Uh-huh. Alright, so center focus. Center focus, and it doesn't lose it in the sky. It's trying to focus on too many things at once. It gets confused. So you want it on center focus. So that was that issue. But still, things are so over-exaggerated in color. There's the one cardinal. The other one was just here too. Having the 10X is a nice thing, but the rest of the phone's got to work too. Alright, well, I wanted to do a little car test. Don't know if I'm going to do a time lapse or not. Well, this has the Pro has the little, whatchamacallit, like the iPhone now has, the leveler. But imported everything off the iPhone, because the Pro has, it took too long. I didn't get it all in. I already have a 15-minute, 30-second vlog without the iPhone footage. Whoops. I don't know if the MagSafe's going to stay real well with this. It's kind of what the test I was doing. Because I don't have a watch or anything connected to this, we'll just use front-facing camera. I want to give it all its chances here today. I don't know. We shall see how this works out. The biggest thing is that I know if I pull one of these cameras out, if I have to switch due to battery life or something, or like I'm saying with flying in the drone, I feel confident in pulling one of, the Sony I feel pretty confident with, but it's nice to know that if I have this with me, I can pull it out as well, and I can trust I'm going to get video that's going to be decent. Good afternoon, everybody. We are looking like we might get some storms. Multiple times now, I think I've heard thunder. So I'm going to take a nice, hopefully leisure walk and stay dry, but there's no guarantees on that. So, still running with Samsung. I've been talking with Mike, sending him different images of if I change certain settings. He's trying to give me some pointers. Right now HDR is still off, but I am going to play around here with it a little bit. It looks like the computer selects the wrong rec for it to switch it over to standard. So I don't know, I think maybe just stay without it, but we'll see. Alright, so we are back in HDR, but I have dropped the Evo now down to a -7 to try to compensate the extreme brightness it's giving me. Mike was telling me to go plus, and it just makes everything super bright. I don't understand why he's saying plus. Look at the clouds here quick. That's not the best ones. That one's pretty dark. It's not quite that dark in life. Yeah. Just trying to figure out how to make this thing work good. I'm still using the Pro because I feel like the Pro is the better one to go with. The native one is definitely, you can't adjust. You can adjust the Evo. Yeah, you pedaling? colors look good, but the screen looks dark. Right now we're at 0.5. That's a little brighter. Let's take a look at these clouds. It's closer. Minus 5. Minus 0.5, I should be saying. Looks a lot better. And then center focus is definitely working way better on looking at the sky and it not going out of focus now. So don't use multi-focus. So, oh yeah. Been kind of relaxing a little bit. Imported it, edited the video, wanted to see what I got, what kind of changes I needed to make. Audio-wise, the Samsung records a lot louder than the iPhone does. To drop the audio quite a bit. But it's peaking, but I'm able to correct it and you don't hear like it spiking. So I'm gonna not touch anything right now. I don't want to mess with the settings on there because this is not going to be the normal use camera. So did put this on the ShiftCam, make it a little easier for me to hold it. I'm not worried about charging this, and yeah, it's, if you look at the MagSafe portion on this case, you can see it's probably a good half an inch almost off. So that's, I can't make that much of an adjustment with the ShiftCam. There's no way I can try to file it to move it over anymore. Trying to figure out how to make the SmallRig cage work. I'm short by about probably 1/4 of an inch for it actually plugging in. I'd have to make modifications to the cage, and I might run into the screws, the 1/4-20 threads there that are on the cage, and could potentially ruin them because I have to take quite a bit off of that. So I'm just working on different little things since it's kind of a quiet afternoon. Terry's just got to the surplus and she's doing food thrift shopping. She went to Wenger's. Now she's at Surplus Outlet over in 15 there. So hopefully she comes back with some goodies. I know she got me some granola bars. I don't know what else she got. Take these guys for a nice leisure little walk. It was like 82 when I got home and the sun was out and it was too hot. The pavement was too hot. Clouds have covered pavement, or the concrete and the pavement's not so hot on their putties. Don't want to burn their pads. And so let them sniff around. I'm not in any hurry. Take some shots, do some things with this. I'm taking photos with the Samsung. So unlike the iPhone, when you press the shutter button, it snaps the photo. Samsung does not. You press it, when you release the button, it takes the photo. But if you have the Good Lock application through the Galaxy Store, you can actually go into download the camera assistant and you can change the shutter button to snap when you take it. Now with the Bluetooth shutter, it doesn't seem like it snaps it right away. At least maybe because I just turned that on, I don't know. So the Good Lock thing, it also gives you much more like spaces to put apps. I think you can go up to like 9 across or something. You can get more stuff on the bar at the bottom. So that's why I always download it, because I like to have more apps, more spaces. All right, you know what? Why not? Let's see what 8K comes out to looking like. I'll do a little, I still have my Evo set the way I had it. Everything else is the same. Just up the resolution by twice. Shooting 30 anyway, so kind of curious to see. They did make some adjustments to the cropping. I mean, it's definitely looking better than the 22 did. With how cropped in it's not. Now this, you only have digital zoom ability. The only way you really ever have the lenses is if you start the recording in the Pro Video app with them, or you use the basic video camera app. Then you can switch lenses while recording. Really sure what happens when you take 8K footage and downgrade it to 4K 30, but we're gonna find out in the timeline. Those last few clips, I didn't realize the reason I changed it is because I was in UHD 60, 4K 60. Didn't realize it. Right now it's plenty of light, so it should be okay. If you get in a low light, that's when 60 starts to degrade. But I do have auto frame rate set on too, so if it gets into low light, it's supposed to automatically change it like the iPhone does. But we'll see. There's another issue I saw in editing the video today too. When I came through that section this morning, when you go from being well lit to being under trees, it doesn't adjust itself. None of the Androids does. The Sony doesn't either. You get into a low light situation from a bright situation and you just get super dark. It kind of pulls the rest of the information, but it doesn't pull the person. So 8K does that as well. No shocker, honestly. I'm getting in there pretty tight without losing focus. Yeah, I did a little bit. That's still maybe 3 inches away. It's not too bad. I'm definitely not going to be able to transfer this via the PhotoSync app because I don't feel like wasting all day tomorrow getting this footage over. So hopefully this thing will cooperate and I can plug it into the MacBook. That has been an ongoing issue, that transferring with the Samsung and the Sony, neither one of them, when you plug them in, will Final Cut just, it doesn't want to cooperate. But PhotoSync on this thing, I have to literally kill my Wi-Fi connection every time on the phone, restart it, and then it sees the MacBook. It's on the same network at all times. All right, do some colorful flowers in 8K. Again, I can get right in on them too. It's kind of crazy. Gotta steal color wherever I can get it. Come on. So this morning I mentioned that step being wet. That's the water company. I think they have a problem. Yeah, I'm thinking this wasn't a normal issue. It's crazy that it's happening 2 houses down as well. So hopefully both of them are doing it. I was thinking like a water main. Not right, so it doesn't happen anywhere else. Anyway. Alright, well, it took me about 8 attempts of Final Cut crashing to finally get the Samsung to even show up. Then it started importing and then it did a fail. And it kicked out most of the video clips, which is just fantastic. Yeah, there's just so many reasons not to use it, not to even bother. Don't have these problems with the Sony. Granted, I don't have 8K with the Sony, but it's good enough. That's not mommy. That's not mommy. I know, someone came home, but not mommy. Uh-oh, there's mommy. Yep, this is the way it is every time we come home. Yeah. This is what happens when Terry goes to the thrift store. We got food for a while. That's not all. There's more in here. Oh dear God. Alrighty. Homemade pizza from the other day, reheated. Buttered pasta and spinach salad, like we got at Trader Joe's. And dinner served. Now we gotta find something to watch. Alright, we are back to iPhone. And I just want to pan shot this real quick. Wow, that is beautiful. All right, just got done watching Shazam, Gods of Fury. Oh, Priya, leave him alone. Little puppy can walk. Come on, baby, leave him alone. I don't know, it was a little slow on the get-go, but it ended up really strong in my opinion. And I'm really shocked should I leave that spoiler out? Who they got to actually show up in that movie. I was like, at one point they tease you with it and then don't show that person. And at the end they do. I was like, oh! So, anyway, good movie. I give it a good B+. Like I said, it was a little slow at the beginning, but they needed some story on why things were going on, so. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now, because that is the sky right now. Oh my God. See what I mean about the clouds and the sunset? How it's so colorful and beautiful? If it wasn't for the clouds, it would just be, okay. So gorgeous. This is gonna be a lot, just so you know. Even seeing it through the trees, it's like just really cool. Seeing the clouds right up there. There's no way I'm gonna get back in time to get the drone in the air, unfortunately, I don't think. It'll be done by then. Yeah, we're already losing it. I caught the best of it, I think. I might still put the drone up just for fun, but because I haven't flown it in a few weeks. Well, actually since Sunday, but maybe I'll get the focusing situation down. Maybe I'll play with that tomorrow a little bit. Alrighty, we're going to finish our walk up here and call it a night, so thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow as always. I think thunderstorms maybe tomorrow. We shall see. Who knows what nature's going to provide. So, thanks for watching, and have a good night.